Right now at 5:30, emotional testimony today in the sentencing trial for the man who pleaded guilty to killing a Nassau County deputy. The family of Joshua Moyers took the stand explaining how his death changed their family forever.
I canceled the trip, and instead of finding hotels to stay in, we were viewing caskets for his burial. He had been killed, and so were our dreams of the future. This would begin our nightmare.
The state rested in the sentencing trial for Patrick McDowell this afternoon. He's facing the death penalty in the fatal shooting of Deputy Moyers.
The 29-year-old was shot during a traffic stop in September of 2021. He died at a hospital several days later. News for Jack's reporter Marilyn Parker was in the courtroom today. She's joining us live in Nassau County with more of so much emotional testimony from Moyers' family. Marilyn.
It was really a heart-wrenching end to the state's case. And I want to start with Moyers' fiancée, Ivy Carter. She had the victim advocate read her victim impact statement. She started off by letting us know that the two of them were inseparable. She defined how much he lived and breathed for his job. And often she would spend nights worrying not if something bad would happen, but it was when. She said that she would go on ride-alongs with him, and that's when she really got a taste of how much he loved his job and serving this community. And then she described what she calls the best day of her life.
He walks in front of me, turns around, and drops to his knee. His whole body shaking, he says, "Ivy Elizabeth Carter, will you marry me?" That was the top of the list for the best day in my life. Unfortunately, I never got to walk down the aisle to this man as he was taken from me. Being just his fiancée at the time of his murder, legally, I will never be able to be seen as a family member, never get to be the Moyers I so desperately long to be. I will feel forever so much guilt for not just eloping with him. September 23rd, 2021 was just like any other day. I got home from work, ate dinner with Josh, and got to spend a couple hours with him before his shift. I had no idea my life was about to be turned upside down. One of Josh's teammates showed up at my front door, banging the door down around midnight or 1 a.m. I obviously don't remember a lot, but he said something along the lines of, "Josh is hurt, we have to go right now." I do not remember much from that night, nor many of the nights to follow. I never left the hospital. I feel like a part of me is still there sometimes.
Now Carter says she is left praying and asking God to help her fight this hatred and to find ways to honor her fiancé's life. The victim impact statements ended with Moyers' mother, Brenda. She talked about their strong bond and how her son had so much more to live for. She gave us examples of how she would see other deputies throughout the city and think it was her son. She said, quote, "The unexpected reminders overcome me."
I used to enjoy creating crafts and making things. Now, I go to the stores and cry and buy plastic flowers to stick at his grave. He deserves so much more. I'm now buying live flowers too, because he's still alive in me. It's a horrible nightmare we're living as parents. Our child has been brutally murdered. Wow. He protected this community he loved and called home. One of the most heart-wrenching pains is knowing of all the good he did here. There is no lineage of him in our family to go forward.
And coming up tonight on News for Jax at 6, you can hear the victim impact statements from Joshua's brother, Jordan. And I want to let you know that this was probably one of the most impactful victim impact statements I have heard in covering court cases. He talked about how a lot of the cherished memories that he had of his brother are now tainted with the way that he was taken from their family. We're live at the Nassau County Courthouse. Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.